the campus of the University of Nebraska-Lincoln and the studios of Anderson Hall. This is Star City News Now.
Welcome to Star City News. From the University of Nebraska campus in Anderson Hall, I'm Larry Brown.
And I'm Veronica Grizzle. A Lincoln man is accused of videotaping his employees while they undress. Waitresses at the Tilted Kilt turned in their manager Dustin Lindgren after they found his cell phone recording them in the restaurant's locker room. Lindgren is facing 2 felony counts of unlawful intrusion. Investigators say they found evidence of the recordings on his laptop and cell phone. A Lincoln man was arrested as part of a child sex sting. 52-year-old Greg Ogden is suspected of attempting to have sex with a child in Kearney. An undercover investigator from the Nebraska State Patrol caught Ogden in the act while he asked to have sex with her daughter. This isn't the first time he's been in trouble. In 2002, he lost his teaching license after pleading guilty to possession of child pornography.
A Delaware truck driver was sentenced to 300 days in jail. 54-year-old Lamont Pierce was convicted of misdemeanor vehicular homicide back in January. In addition to his sentence, he has to pay a $500 fine. He was involved in an accident that killed 2-year-old Aiden Curry of Bellevue. Pierce expressed remorse during sentencing. After the hearing, Aiden's mother, Jennifer Brock, spoke to reporters.
We're happy this part is over. But I'm supposed to be planning a 5-year-old birthday party today because Aiden will be 5 on the 20th. I'm not supposed to be here listening to the man who killed my son tell me how he understands how I feel and that he's doing his best to make it better. It's disgusting.
Again, that was the mother of Aiden Curry, Jennifer Brock, after the sentence.
Balloting ended today for the Lincoln School District's $153 million bond election. The mail-in election proposed bonds for building an elementary school and a middle school on the southeast side of the city. The money also would provide security and technology updates and renovations at other district buildings. Of the 163 ballots that were sent out, just over 57,000 had been collected as of 3:30 today.
Voting polls were open today in Fremont, Nebraska. Voters went to repeal a housing restriction that requires renters to state if they have legal permission to live in the United States. Critics of the bill say the city's reputation has been hurt without accomplishing much. Supporters want city officials to stop arguing and to start enforcing the rental rules. The laws went into effect shortly after Arizona's anti-immigration laws.
A number of Lincoln restaurants have closed recently, and we wanted to know why. Star City's Reed Kilmer is live with some answers.
Yeah, guys, there's an ongoing war in Lincoln right now, and it's between the restaurants. Several have closed around the city, while others fight off competitors to stay open. Red Mango behind me is just one of the many victims.
Driving around town, you will see places like the Tasty In-N-Out, dark and for sale. The food service boom has forced businesses to close up shop, like Pancheros in South Point. The Mexican Grill's last day open is today. The shopping mall's marketing director said the competition stems from ease for different consumers.
Other things, Lincoln nights are becoming more sophisticated. They're traveling more, they're experiencing different kinds of restaurants in other cities, in other countries, and they really are appreciating the fact that they want more diversity in the different things.
Yogurt restaurants like Cherryberry have left the city with the pressure of competition. Yogurt Teeny on 48th and O has managed to stay open for 2 years. Owners Beth and Roger Clark said their dedication sets them apart.
When somebody walks in, we come out, we greet them, we hand them a couple sample cups, ask how things are going, ask if they've been here before, just really trying to make them welcome here. And cleanliness is utmost.
With the growth of the Haymarket and rail yard, customers will continue to be challenged on where to fill their grumbling stomachs. For Star City News, I'm Reed Kilmer.
Thanks, Reed. That's unfortunate all those restaurants are closing because I am running out of places to eat. In other news, will he or won't he? We're talking about John Bruning putting his bid in for governor.
And the answer is yes. Attorney General John Bruning made it official on Saturday and joins a packed GOP field that includes State Auditor Mike Foley and former University of Nebraska Regent Chuck Hasbrook. Bruning said he'd begin to look at running for office while recovering from surgery from colon cancer. He began his statewide tour Monday.
the state's motorcycle helmet law will ride on. After days of debating the repeal of the requirement for motorcyclists and passengers over 21 to wear helmets while driving on state roads, voting this morning was favor keeping the current law. Senator Dave Bloomfield says he will make another attempt at a repeal next year.
New legislature may turn texting and driving into a primary offense. Senator John Harms introduced an act that would allow police to stop any driver found texting behind the wheel. The act would not make wearing a seatbelt a primary offense as well. Currently, both are secondary offenses in Nebraska. There will be no gambling in Nebraska. Efforts to get casinos in Nebraska were shot down once again. A proposal that gave voters another chance to legalize casino gambling was opposed at a hearing before the legislature. Testimonies were given Monday on the proposed amendment.
Coming up after the break, find out why a local porn star is suing Match.com, and it seems we're headed for a warm front. Matt Garrity has more when we come back.
Hi, I'm meteorologist Matt Garrity, and if you've been getting tired of the cold temperatures, then I've got some great news for you. You may be able to leave your heavy coat and gloves at home this weekend, as south winds are going to bring some warm temperatures to the area. Chief Meteorologist Amber Michael will have your full forecast coming right up.
The Lincoln Children's Museum is an exciting family experience for everyone. It offers 3 floors of hands-on exhibits and imaginative programs that allow children and adults to discover the adventure of learning through play together. Build, dance, play, climb, sing, and laugh at the Lincoln Children's Museum in Lincoln, Nebraska. Here you can be whatever and go wherever your imagination takes you. The Lincoln Children's Museum invites children to create, discover, and learn through the power of play.
More than 4 million lives are saved each year, thanks to ordinary people who simply donate a pint of blood. One simple donation can save up to 3 lives. The friendly staff in the Nebraska Community Blood Bank are there with everything needed to help you be that hero. Saving lives is just an appointment away. Call 402-486-9414 to set up your appointment today. Be the hero.
Get in touch with your state history at the Nebraska History Museum. Even if you're from out of state, the Nebraska History Museum provides an excellent look into the life of Nebraska, from the very first Nebraskans to more recent times. The museum has so many exhibits to draw you in and really discover Nebraska's past. The Nebraska History Museum is located at 15th and P Streets, so come visit today for some quality history.
Welcome back to Star City News.
Goodyear, now known as Vance Technologies, has been bought. German-based company Continental AG made the purchase. The deal still has to go through antitrust regulators before it's finalized. No layoffs or job cuts are anticipated at the Lincoln plant. In a quote to the Lincoln Journal-Star, Gary Schaefer, Vice President of United Steelworkers Local 286 here in Lincoln, said things will be pretty much status quo. The Nebraska legislature is closing to getting a new plane. The executive board put the decision to purchase a new aircraft in the hands of the full legislature. Governor Dave Heineman said the current plane, a 1982 Piper Cheyenne, put people who travel for the state at risk, and he's nervous for using it for state business. You know, it's still pretty cold outside, but I think a warm-up is coming on the way. Chief Meteorologist Amber Michael has the forecast.
Here's what's happening outside right now. This is Star City News weather.
Well, guys, as we look at our national map, we see a high-pressure system sitting over the northeast, creating clear skies for that area, while down in the southeast we see a much wetter situation with snow and ice in areas of North and South Carolina, as well as Texas and Louisiana. As far as temperatures go throughout the immediate area, we see mid to high teens throughout Omaha, as well as Sioux City, with 20s expected off to the west, with 30 in Valentine. Temps overnight, 18 expected for Columbus tonight. As you can see, the temperatures are not that different from the temperatures right now, with 18 expected at midnight tonight, and temperatures increasing as the night goes on. Throughout tomorrow, we see much warmer temperatures, with 34 expected in Columbus as well as here in Lincoln, with 38 expected in both North Platte and Valentine. So much warmer conditions, finally making it above the freezing mark. So as we go into this evening, 18 is expected for our temperature for tonight. Mostly cloudy skies with a south wind at 10 to 15 miles per hour. Again, tonight, 17 is our low tonight, hitting at about midnight tonight with a 30% chance of some light snow, a southwest wind at 5 to 10 miles per hour. Going into tomorrow, 34 is our high for tomorrow, partly sunny skies with a south-southeast wind at 10 to 15 miles per hour. So a much nicer day as we go into our 7-day forecast. Again, 34 expected for tomorrow. A little bit of a warm-up for Thursday with 47 and 38 expected for your Valentine holiday. A slight chance of snow throughout the morning hours of Saturday with a warm-up expected across the weekend, 49 on Saturday and 48 on Sunday. So I don't know about you guys, but I'm ready to get my shorts and t-shirt out and ready to get outside. So Veronica, Larry, back to you guys.
Thanks, Amber. I don't know about you, but I'm definitely going to get in some walking this weekend.
I'm pretty excited about the weather warming up. But in other news, the cause of death of a former Lincoln North Star athlete was discovered Tuesday. 19-year-old Eddie Key III was found dead of heart failure in his Wayne State dorm room Saturday night. Preliminary autopsy results showed that neither drugs nor alcohol were involved in Key's death. Police say complete toxicology results may take several weeks. Nebraska high school seniors are a step behind other states. A new report says that the high schoolers are trailing students in other states in advanced placement testing. The exams give students a way to earn college credit. The report released today says only 10% of Nebraska's high school seniors scored a 3 or higher on the exams last year, which is the minimum most schools require to receive college credit.
A Nebraska porn producer is bringing the heat, except to Match.com. The dating website is being sued by the owner of MelissaMidwest.com for $4.5 billion. Lawyers representing Shane Harrington, the ex-husband of Melissa Smith, has been trying to get rid of fraudulent profiles featuring Smith. In a quote to the New York Post, a Match.com spokesman said the lawsuit is filled with outlandish conspiracy theories. Well, we're tripping over those sidewalks. We have good news for you. Star City Connor Stang gives us a look at what's going on.
Some changes are coming to Lincoln after yesterday's City Council meeting. More than $7 million will be spent to improve the Star City after it was approved by the council. $4 million in bonds will pay for sidewalks, $600,000 is for fiber optic installation, and $2.5 million will go to improve Cornhusker Highway from the airport to downtown.
I wasn't able to get a hold of Barney Bloom from Public Works and Utilities Department after several tries.
However, I caught up with some Lincoln residents to talk about it.
I've noticed that the city sidewalks are actually terrible, and so I'm really glad to see the council is passing this new $4 million budget to renovate the sidewalks.
Matthew Strasburger wasn't quite as critical of the sidewalks.
I think they're fine. I mean, obviously we have really good bike paths, but you know, in some areas, I think the sidewalks are maybe a little shaky.
For Star City News, I'm Connor Stang.
Coming up after the break, find out about some Winter Olympic sports and some Nebraska basketball.
Thousands of people safely donate plasma every day. All it takes is a little time to save people with bleeding disorders, immune deficiencies, severe burns, trauma, and other conditions. Our highly trained staff follows strict safety guidelines when collecting your plasma to ensure your well-being and comfort. Plasma is the important source material used to make life-saving medicines, and it can only come from healthy adults. Save a life today. Donate plasma at Biomat, where we have pride for donors and passion for patients.
Don't let the disability you face stop you from going to the places you need to go. Through the busing system of Lincoln StarTran, the Handy Van services are there to give you the transportation you need. Everybody has places they need to go within the city. Handy Van will ensure that you are able to get there. For questions or to apply, search Lincoln Handy Van online or call 402-441-7871 today. Your destination awaits.
This year marks the 50th anniversary of the Sheldon Art Museum being open here in Lincoln, Nebraska. The Sheldon Art Museum is open 10 to 8 Tuesdays, 10 to 5 Wednesday through Saturday, and 12 to 5 on Sundays. Entrance is free to the public. Be sure to come see all of the works here at the Sheldon Art Museum.
It's time for sports on Star City News.
Hey Star City, I'm Kelly Keogh, and here's what's happening around the sports world. 3 Nebraska head coaches held press conferences this afternoon, starting with men's basketball coach Tim Miles. Miles spoke with the media today about his upcoming game against Illinois. The Huskers are coming off an important road win against Northwestern, while Coach Miles said Illinois is coming off an equally impressive win at Penn State.
Well, they looked great the other night against Penn State. I thought they had a great energy level. And, you know, I remember Terry Pettit telling me the key to good teams late oftentimes is emerging talent. And you see those 2 freshmen, Hill and Nunn, coming along and having the games they did. You know, I think they combined for 32 or 30 points or whatever it might be. You know, I think I kind of know what he's talking about there.
The Huskers and Illini will tip off tomorrow at 8 o'clock at the Pinnacle Bank Arena. The game can also be seen on the Big Ten Network. Now, from men's basketball to women's, Coach Connie Yori talked about their upcoming game against Michigan on Thursday and compared their game plan this week to the one that worked for them last week when these 2 teams played each other early in the season. Time to break out the sunflower seeds and baseball caps. The Nebraska baseball team opens their 2014 season this Friday with a game against Pacific. Head coach Darren Erstad says today's game that the team is excited to get out and play someone other than themselves. Erstad also mentions that although he loves being a coach, there's nothing like those opening day butterflies you get as a player.
I get excited for our players because I know how special that day is as a player. And for our guys to be able to experience that and have all those nerves and butterflies, and just those are moments you don't forget the rest of your life. So it's exciting for them, but I'm also jealous because I want that same feeling again.
While in Tempe this weekend, the Huskers will play games Friday against Pacific, a doubleheader Saturday against Gonzaga and Oregon State, and will close out the weekend with another game against Gonzaga. For all you wanting to watch the Olympic results on tape delay, close your ears and look away because here come a few spoiler alerts. Friday night, the world turned its eyes to Sochi, Russia for the opening ceremonies of the 22nd Winter Olympic Games. The United States brought 230 athletes to the Games, which is an American record. The big news coming out of Sochi today was the American snowboarder Shaun White made the finals in the snowboard halfpipe event, an event he's won gold twice before, but now he failed to even medal today after a slow start. Also, New York native Aaron Hamlin becomes the first American to ever medal in the singles luge, winning the bronze medal. As it stands right now, Norway leads the medal count with 11, followed by Canada with 9, the Netherlands with 8, and the United States with 7. That's all with sports. Back to you guys.
Thanks, Kelly. Big things are happening in the Twitter sphere. College athletes are making some big noise, Larry.
My Twitter exploded after the Marcus Smart controversy. Star City's Lanny Holstein has more.
Stay connected with the latest social media here on Star City News.
What's up, Star City? I'm Lanny Holstein with your social media rundown. The potential of a gay football player in the NFL has people all riled up. Former Missouri defensive end Michael Sam's name was trending on Twitter today, and he basically announced that he's gay, and so fans have been weighing in both positively and negatively ever since. Makes sense, though, as there has never been an openly homosexual player in the NFL. Oklahoma State basketball player Marcus Smart also started another firestorm on Twitter and social media when he shoved a fan. Smart's been suspended 3 games for the incident and apologized to the guy that he attacked. But fans aren't letting him off quite as easy. One tweeted that Smart should change his name from Marcus Smart to Marcus Dumb. Olympic luge is another hot topic today thanks to this viral video. NBC cameras caught American Kate Hansen's pregame routine before her singles run yesterday. And it's safe to say she has some pretty nice moves. And in case you're wondering, she's listening to Beyonce in that clip. And if you want to take Miley Cyrus to the prom, you're going to have to do better than a YouTube video. Teenager Matt Peterson tried that and was shot down by the singer. He did manage to snag a backstage invitation for Miley's concert in Arizona, though. He's jacked about that, responding that it's the greatest day of his entire life. That's going to do it for Social Media Star City. Back to you guys.
Thanks, Lanny. Well, Justin Timberlake made some noise in Omaha last night.
And a popular child star passed away. All that and more coming up next.
The Lincoln Children's Museum is an exciting family experience for everyone. It offers 3 floors of hands-on exhibits and imaginative programs that allow children and adults to discover the adventure of learning through play together. Build, dance, play, climb, sing, and laugh at the Lincoln Children's Museum in Lincoln, Nebraska. Here you can be whatever and go wherever your imagination takes you. The Lincoln Children's Museum invites children to create, discover, and learn through the power of play.
More than 4 million lives are saved each year, thanks to ordinary people who simply donate a pint of blood. One simple donation can save up to 3 lives. The friendly staff of the Nebraska Community Blood Bank are there with everything needed to help you be that hero. Saving lives is just an appointment away. Call 402-486-9414 to set up your appointment today. Be the hero.
Get in touch with your state history at the Nebraska History Museum. Even if you're from out of state, the Nebraska History Museum provides an excellent look into the life of Nebraska, from the very first Nebraskans to more recent times. The museum has so many exhibits to draw you in and really discover Nebraska's past. The Nebraska History Museum is located at 15th and P Streets, so come visit today for some quality history.
And now for the latest in entertainment on the Star City News Network.
Hey Star City, I'm Amanda Saltera with your entertainment news. Last night, the one and only Justin Timberlake was in Omaha. That's right, the Bringin' Sexy Back singer charmed a sold-out CenturyLink Center for his 2020 tour. After the concert, JT tweeted, "Omaha kicks ass. Thank you for keeping me going tonight. Your energy was electric. One of our best crowds on the JT 2020 tour." I saw a couple pictures on Instagram showing Jessica Biel smiling at her star hubby.
On the good ship, lollipop, it's a sweet trip to a candy shop where bonbons play.
Yesterday, Hollywood lost one of the most iconic child stars of the 20th century. Shirley Temple passed away Monday of natural causes at her home in Woodside, California. Her rep says she was surrounded by her family and caregivers as she passed away. Now, lots of celebrities have been giving their 2 cents on Justin Bieber's recent bad behavior. Sharon Osbourne is the latest celeb to say she's sick of it on last night's Chelsea Lately. Take a look.
It's all about the music, and if you make great music, I'll accept anything. If you're a great artist, I kind of judge you. I'm not so judgmental, but when you do flossy, poppy, disposable music, I don't care.
Now, one picture that has people buzzing is one of Britney Spears as a brunette. She revealed her brown locks on Twitter in this picture to promote her new perfumes. Even though I'm used to her blonde, I think she looks pretty great as a brunette. Well, that's it for your entertainment fix. For Star City News, I'm Amanda Saltero.
Thanks, Amanda. And I don't know about Brittany being a brunette, but I guess I'm just going to have to get used to it. But also, I hear that they're having a career fair, Larry, so you might get yourself a job coming up.
Well, we'll let Star City's Brianna Foster fill us in on the university news.
Get the latest campus info with UNews.
Hey UNL, there's a lot going on around campus, and I have the latest updates for this edition of UNews. Career curious? Bring your questions and job applications to the Spring Career Fair, which kicks off today. There are more than 200 employers who will be here at UNL until Thursday. Each day centers on different fields. Today, agricultural sciences and natural resources students networked with employers in the East Campus Union from 10 until 3 p.m. Meanwhile, back on City Campus, construction continues on the Union Crib, and now so does studying. The study space opened yesterday after being closed for about a semester. The rest of the crib is still closed off due to remodeling, including fresh paint and carpet, as well as vinyl flooring and new furniture. The LGBTQA Resource Center will host its annual booth tomorrow in the East Campus Union. People can visit the table from 12:30 to 2 p.m. to learn more about marriage equality and also walk away with free cake. On to more upcoming events. The UNL Police Department is bringing snacks and safety together for a good cause. UNLPD is launching new community training sessions to address campus concerns, and people can even bring their own food and beverages. The free monthly sessions begin February 18th and will cover topics like emergency preparation, active shooter awareness, and spring break safety. Now that you have the latest news, make your day count on campus. For Star City News, I'm Brianna Foster.
Love is in the air. It's almost Valentine's Day, and Megan Williams has the rundown on where the hot spots are when we come back from the break.
Thousands of people safely donate plasma every day. All it takes is a little time to save people with bleeding disorders, immune deficiencies, severe burns, trauma, and other conditions. Our highly trained staff follows strict safety guidelines when collecting your plasma to ensure your well-being and comfort. Plasma is the important source material used to make life-saving medicines, and it can only come from healthy adults. Save a life today. Donate plasma at Biomat, where we have pride for donors and passion for patients.
Don't let the disability you face stop you from going to the places you need to go. Through the busing system of Lincoln StarTran, the Handy Van services are there to give you the transportation you need. Everybody has places they need to go within the city. Handy Van will ensure that you are able to get there. For questions or to apply, search Lincoln Handy Van online or call 402-441-7871 today. Your destination awaits.
This year marks the 50th anniversary of the Sheldon Art Museum being open here in Lincoln, Nebraska. The Sheldon Art Museum is open 10 to 8 Tuesdays, 10 to 5 Wednesday through Saturday, and 12 to 5 on Sundays. Entrance is free to the public. Be sure to come see all of the works here at the Sheldon Art Museum.
In a story we talked about earlier, the 2/3 votes for the LPS balloting has passed. Lincoln Public Schools will receive $2.3 million of bond money.
And if you want to know where to take your loved one or your date on Valentine's Day, we have Megan Williams to give you more information on that.
That's right, guys. Grab your Valentine's and box of chocolates and get down to the Haymarket. The celebration of love is in 4 days, and we went to what's happening downtown and what menu you can get off of with your sweetheart at your side.
Our first stop is Bricks and Stone's Gastro Pub with a Valentine's Day special that may be just what you need to get the night cracking.
$60 per couple. You get a pound of freshly made king crab's leg, a pound of hand-cut New York steak.
Our next stop was Rodizio, a Brazilian buffet that believes they have all the right flavors to spice up your night.
$79.99 deal for 2 people. It's a full Rodizio, which includes our unlimited appetizers, unlimited salad bar, and unlimited meat and grilled items.
Last but not least, we have Hero 88, a sushi restaurant that's sure to hook your hubby even more.
It's a Pan-Asian restaurant, and we specialize in both Chinese and a full sushi menu as well. We have great reverse happy hour as well as a midday happy hour as well.
But you singles, don't feel left out. If you're single and looking to mingle, head down to 10 Below Friday and Saturday for their Valentine's Day bash. For Star City News, I'm Megan Williams. Back to you guys in the studio.
Thanks Megan. That's all we have for today. For Star City News, I'm Veronica Grizzle.
And I'm Larry Brown. Thanks and have a good night.